Welcome to today's video. My name is Bharat Divya, and in this video, we'll be talking about how you can improve your memory with chess openings. We don't lack resources, we lack resourcefulness. Thiago Forte. Let's take a moment to ruminate about it, to reflect upon it, to think about it. Isn't it true about the modern life? There's no dearth of resources. We have a surplus in many aspects of our life. But what we lack, the one thing that we lack, is learning how to use all of these resources to achieve our goals. It applies to chess as well. Let me explain. Today, if a person has to learn chess, there's no dearth for the number of portals one can go to. There's ChessKid, there's chess.com, there's Lichess, there's StepChess, there's Chess Tempo, and these are just the famous ones. And then there must be like a ton of other chess websites out there. So it's not the lack of resources. These are very well-designed portals that can help you develop every single aspect of your learning journey. But it helps when you think of this as a toolkit, and each and every portal having different tools in it. And the resourcefulness that you need to learn, which is exactly what I'm focusing on, the point that I'm trying to drive home. The thing that we teach our students in Zugzwang Academy is how to use these different portals to achieve your goals. Keep that in mind when we go into our main topic for today. Today, our topic is to think about how to enhance one's memory through chess openings, which means we need the right tool for the right purpose. The purpose is to improve our memory, is to learn openings, and we need to find the tool for it. Correct? Before I explain the tool and the portal which you can use to do this, let's understand what memory enhancement is all about. So improving one's memory doesn't matter what your level is right now, and it doesn't even matter that you can't possibly measure it. Remember that whatever is your level, it can be improved. And there are two ways of doing it. The first one is a bottoms-up approach. Here, you play chess long enough and you'll remember a lot of stuff. It happens. It's a natural side effect. You don't have to focus on memory development as a goal. You don't have to think about it. There are not going to be exercises around it. But memory enhancement is a side effect that will surprise you. The second one is a top-down approach. Here, you set memory enhancement as a deliberate goal. You test yourself. You fail fast, get the feedback, but you keep learning. Remembering new openings is going to be a side effect that will surprise you. So there's no one right way. I learned it the previous method, which is bottoms up. I would basically just keep playing chess, and I realized that over a period of time, my memory was really good. But I would encourage people to even test this approach of doing a top-down. And today, I'm going to be explaining one such tool to you. So let's go to StepChess. Now, StepChess is a Russian website. I think this is translated to English. So if you don't have an account, you can definitely create one. And if you'd like to be my student, then you can find a way to share your login ID or email with me, and I'll be able to add you as a student. Now, if you look at StepChess, there are about 5 sections, 4 of them related to the learner. There's tactic, opening, ending, and beginners. Beginners is something that's new, very specific to StepChess, so you can definitely test it out if you're a complete novice or a beginner. Tactic is very similar to what's already there in Lichess. So if you're already using Lichess for doing theme-based tactics, then you don't have to worry about it here. However, one good aspect of StepChess is that it gives you levels. So for example, let's take double attacks and forks. And it would give you level 1, 2, 3, a curated list of problems, and each time you can test yourself to see whether you've really learned it. and finally give an exam to ensure that you have understood this concept very well. So, in a way of practicing, this is really, really good, and this is something that I'll definitely recommend. But anyway, let's get back to our purpose today. Our purpose is openings, and it's about improving our memory. So let's take an example of a D4 opening, Queen's Gambit accepted. Now you're going to see a lot of so there are different variations to it, and there's going to be Russian descriptions. Don't worry about that, just focus on the chess. So the first aspect of it is you learn the moves, you just see what is being explained. So this is Queen's Gambit accepted. I'm not sure which variation, but let's say it starts off with d4. You keep clicking next. b5, knight f3, c5, c4, d takes c. You push the pawn forward to d5, e6, knight c3, knight f6, e5, bishop e7, e6, pawn push, bishop goes back. Let's go back. Okay, bishop takes c4, a6, a4 to prevent b5, knight c6, pushing the pawn forward, knight goes to d7, bishop f4, and that's about the opening. Now we can test this out. So let's see how much of it I remember. Knight f3, c5, he takes it, I push the pawn, I support it. Okay, it's knight c3 first before I move e4. Next, so knight c3, then e4, then I push the pawn further, he goes back, bishop takes c5, a4 to prevent b5, push the pawn forward, he goes back, bishop f4, and that's about it. So errors occurred, which means I did not remember all of it, so let me quickly try again. b4, knight f3, pawn takes, push the pawn, knight c3, e4, push the pawn further, push, no, I think bishop takes c4, a4 to prevent b5, push the pawn further, and bishop f4. Okay, now basically it completes this one, and then I can go to a next opening. Now it serves a purpose because it has helped me learn this variation of Queen's Gambit accepted, while also trying to remember close to about 10 to 12 moves of an opening. Right? So when you do this continuously every day, have a training plan for different openings, you will observe that one, you're going to get very, very good at opening, but you'll get really, really good at improving and enhancing your memory as well. Because there's nothing better than testing yourself out to see how many things you can remember at any given time. And there are three types of memories that you want to test out. One is instantaneous. So as you saw, the first time I did it, I kind of missed one. The second time I did it, I got it. So I'd say like my medium-term memory, which I can test in a day's time to see whether I remember this very opening one more time. And the other one would be like testing out this exact Queen's Gambit accepted variation, maybe in a month's time, and to see if my long-term memory is also as good as remembering this very variation of Queen's Gambit accepted. I hope you found this video useful. If so, please do share and subscribe, and tell me what your thoughts on step chess is in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.